Number 6. That sneaky chest twinge known as precordial catch syndrome. Imagine you're chilling on the couch, scrolling through your feed, when out of nowhere, whack, a piercing jolt zaps right through your ribcage. It's often zeroing in on the left side, pinpointed like a laser, feeling more like a surprise acupuncture session gone wrong than anything else. You go rigid, attempt a slow inhale, and bam, it ramps up, turning your mind into a panic station. Is this the big one? Heart trouble incoming? But nope, just as fast as it crashed the party, it vanishes without a trace, leaving you blinking in confusion. Turns out, this stealthy intruder pops up a lot, hitting teenagers and folks in their 20s the hardest. Though it doesn't discriminate by age, it could ambush anyone. And get this, even though it mimics something catastrophic, like your ticker throwing a tantrum, it's about as dangerous as a rubber duck. Experts suspect it's something simple, maybe a nerve in the lining of your lungs getting tweaked or a quick cramp in the muscles around your chest. But here's where it gets glitchy. No one's nailed down the exact culprit. Theories float around like confetti at a party, but solid proof? Zilch. Since it sorts itself out and poses zero threat, there's no fancy cure or gadget to zap it away. Your doc might just give you a reassuring nod and say, "Hey, you're good, no need to freak." That's comforting in the moment, sure, but it doesn't prevent the next random spike from catching you off guard, making you leap like you've seen a ghost. So yeah, your body occasionally decides to play this odd game of tag in your torso, and the medical world? They've basically thrown up their hands and said, live with the surprise, it's part of the human package. Moving on to number 5. The throat's ultimate mind trick. Globus sensation. Ever had that nagging vibe where it seems like a stubborn crumb or a wayward vitamin is lodged in your windpipe? You gulp down water, clear your throat a dozen times, maybe even poke around with your finger, but it just sits there, mocking you. Spoiler alert, there's nada, zip, nothing actually blocking the path. This is your esophagus pulling a fast one, convincing your senses there's an issue when everything's clear as day. Your noggin's on high alert, blaring red flag. Something's jammed, while a checkup reveals a pristine throat, no lumps, no intruders. It's akin to your body inventing a ghost story for an audience of one, complete with that phantom blockage that feels oh so real. Researchers point fingers at a few suspects. Stress could be the ringleader, tightening those muscles around your larynx until they mimic a knot you can't untie. Or perhaps it's sneaky heartburn, where stomach acid sneaks up and irritates the lining, tricking your nerves into overdrive. Even a bit of strain in your neck from bad posture might get miswired as this fake obstruction. The kicker? No quick fix exists because, well, how do you banish an illusion? Docs might suggest chilling out with some breathing exercises if anxiety's at play, or pop an antacid to calm any reflux vibes. But for loads of people, it's this elusive quirk in how your system relays info, popping in and out like an uninvited guest. Your throat's just channeling its inner diva, demanding attention for no good reason, and all we can do is roll with the punches, or in this case, the swallows. Alright, number 4. The infamous funny bone fiasco. You know the drill, you clip your elbow on a doorframe or the edge of a table, and zap. A bizarre buzz races down your arm, targeting your little finger and its neighbor like a targeted lightning strike. It's not your standard bruise ache, it's this freaky, vibrating numbness that has you flapping your limb around like you're trying to shoo away invisible bees. We slap the label funny bone on it, but let's be real, there's zero humor in it, and it's not even a bone doing the dirty work. What you're really tagging is the ulnar nerve, that long-haul traveler from your neck to your fingertips. For most of its journey, it's armored up, snug behind tissues and skeleton like a VIP in a bunker. But at the elbow, it's exposed, lounging in this shallow dip called the cubital tunnel, practically begging for trouble with no shield in sight. Picture it as a vital cable dangling unprotected in a high-traffic zone bound to get snagged eventually. Smack it just so, and you're squishing that nerve flat against the bone beneath, sending it into a frenzy of mixed messages. Your brain deciphers the mess as that infamous tingle, a mix of static and sparks that's equal parts annoying and alarming. Why on earth did nature park such a delicate wire in elbow-smacking central? It's like designing a car with the fuel line running along the bumper prime for mishaps. Scientists scratch their heads over this evolutionary oopsie, with no clear rationale in sight. And sorry, no upgrades available. You can't slap on protective gear for your nerves. The best defense? Stay vigilant and dodge those corners, though, let's face it, you'll probably nail it again sooner or later, cursing under your breath as the zing takes hold. Now, let's tackle number 3. The puzzle of handedness. In a world full of people, roughly 90% swing right-handed, leaving the rest as lefties or the rare ambidextrous wonders. But why the imbalance? Shouldn't it be an even split, like flipping a fair coin? Or better yet, why aren't we all dual wielders, effortlessly sketching with one hand while stirring coffee with the other? Nope, humanity's wired with this uneven quirk, and the experts are still piecing together the why. Your preference gets wired in early way before you could doodle your first stick figure. Once that choice is made, it's pretty much set in stone. Switching feels clunky, like trying to dance ballet in ski boots. Grab a pen with your offhand and scribble your signature awkward city, right? The real head-scratcher. Even twins sharing the same genetic blueprint don't always match up on this, so DNA's only part of the plot. Maybe it's prenatal hormones calling the shots, or how you curled up in the womb influencing brain development. Could be your gray matter just rolled loaded dice from the get-go. Decades of poking around, and we're no closer to cracking the code. You're committed to your side for the long haul, with no rewind button. It's one of those fundamental human enigmas, where something as everyday as picking up a fork remains shrouded in mystery. Talk about keeping us humble. Heading into number 2. Visual snow syndrome. The brain's eternal static storm. Envision opening your eyes to a reality that's perpetually fuzzy, like peering through an old-school TV with lousy reception. Little specks and flickers swarm across your view on the wall, in the sky, even blanketing your closed eyelids. It's not tied to darkness or light. It's a constant overlay, turning crisp scenes into a dotted haze. This isn't some obscure optic issue your peepers check out fine. The culprit's upstairs, in how your brain handles visuals, like a glitchy processor adding unwanted noise to the feed. It might amp up too, with lingering glows from bright spots or tracers tailing moving objects, making the world feel like a laggy video game. Everyday lamps could glare like spotlights, cranking the discomfort. Docs can spot it on scans. Your visual hub's operating on a different wavelength, but flipping the switch off? Not happening. No meds or ops to dial it back. You adapt to this filtered existence. Some folks go years assuming it's universal, only to learn at a dinner chat that, nah, most views are snow-free. It's like your mind's stuck streaming a perpetual interference channel, a reminder that perception's more fragile than we think. Finally, topping the list at number 1, the inner ear rumble trick. Ever wondered if you could summon a personal soundscape, like low thunder echoing solely in your skull? Give it a shot, shut your eyes, zero in on that area near your ears, and see if you can trigger a rumble, akin to a far-off storm or a gentle breeze through leaves, vibrating right against your eardrum. If you nailed it, high five, you're tapping into the tensor tympani muscle, a mini marvel tucked in your middle ear. Normally, it's on autopilot, tightening your eardrum during loud bangs, munching, or big yawns to safeguard your hearing. But for you, it's voluntary, like flexing a hidden bicep inside your head, brewing that private auditory show. Why can some pull this off while others stare blankly? Evolution's playbook offers no hints. What edge does on-demand rumbling provide? Scaring off predators with cranial growls? Unlikely. Loads of rumble masters figure everyone's got the skill until they demo it and earn puzzled looks, like they've confessed to seeing sounds. The muscle's mechanics are crystal clear, but the voluntary access? A total wildcard with no rhyme or reason. It's not a bug to patch. It's a bonus feature without a manual. So there you have it, a quirky add-on that's pointless but kinda cool, marking you as uniquely wired. Whew, we've covered some seriously odd territory with these body quirks, haven't we? From chest zaps to visual fuzz, it's wild how our systems keep these secrets. If any of this hit home or sparked your curiosity, drop a comment below sharing your weirdest glitch. Let's swap stories and see what else our bodies are hiding.